Hey guys, I'm Jasmine with Manifest Fast with Jasmine, but you can call me Dr. Cupcake because my PhD, they don't teach in school. On that note, get your pen and paper out and take notes because I'm going to tell you guys about basically if you're wanting to manifest a specific person, you need to watch this video all the way until the end because you are definitely doing what I'm talking about here and you're making it way harder for yourself. By the end of this video, you're going to understand not only on a cosmic level, the easier way to manifest, but also how to apply this to the dynamic in your relationship. Okay. And this video is specifically for if you're a female entity or you identify as a female entity and you are wanting a man. So if your specific person is a male entity or a man, and he is avoiding you or he ran away or he broke up with you for some reason, this is the video that you want to watch. So, first of all, I'm going to just start really simply here. Are you feeling like this is difficult and like you're not getting what you want and like you're trying too hard? Are you feeling like this relationship should be easier? Are you wishing that he would do more or do better or chase you more or pursue you more, anything like that? Okay, yes, of course. So basically, what you need to know is this: if you are feeling like anxiety about or a sense of unfulfillment about how your person is behaving towards you, you are not focusing on yourself. So, as a feminine entity, here, let me tell you this right here. If you are trying too hard in your relationship, it is the equivalent to you behaving like a man energetically. It's the equivalent to you behaving as a masculine entity in the relationship. And this makes a man run. They do not like that energy. They like feminine energy. They are attracted to feminine energy. Now, how is this completely related to manifesting? Because if you want to manifest, you're also not supposed to be trying too hard, worrying about it, feeling anxiety, wondering where the thing is, and feeling unsatisfied, and all the same things that you are projecting onto your relationship. There's a correlation here. So, in terms of the manifesting, like on the big, like when it comes to the universe, you are the feminine entity, and the universe is basically your sugar daddy. Okay. The universe is what provides for you. So you're supposed to take on that feminine role with the universe at large when you're manifesting. If you are not able to do that, you're also not doing that in your relationship. And if you're not able to do that in your relationship, then you're not doing it at large. Now, you might be doing this on other subjects when it comes to manifesting. But ordinarily speaking, if you are not doing well when it comes to relationships and you're feeling a lot of lack and anxiety and urgency when it comes to your relationships, then you're probably feeling that in other areas of your life too. So when you fix this, you're going to fix it at large in your relationship to manifesting itself. So you're going to fix this with all the different areas of manifesting. And you're also going to fix it with your person because this is an overall bad habit that you have of not trusting, of not like it's a misunderstanding of your role. You're taking on too much and you're doing too much. Now, when you are that type of person who has been practicing in that way of like the more that I can do, the more that I might get back or earn from the universe, if you're used to doing that, then it's completely counterintuitive for you to not have to do anything and just know that it's going to come to you. But imagine the power in that. Now, let's go back to like feminine and masculine, okay? If you're the type of person who is used to having to earn love or prove yourself, what I see in most of the people who I coach is this is their practice that they think they have to work really hard in general. But if you're doing that, then like I said, essentially like you are fulfilling the man's role and there's no space for him to actually provide for you what he wants to provide, what you want him to provide. So like on my channel, there's a lot of videos of like, um, letting him be your knight in shining armor, letting him do all the work, letting him come to you. But when it comes down to actually like the 3D, when you're actually there being presented with a situation, you're typically not allowing him to shower you with gifts or compliments. You're not letting him do things for you. You're not letting him pay. And you have to look at how this fits for you. How comfortable are you with receiving? And if you're not comfortable with receiving, not only are you not in your feminine energy, so not attracting a masculine entity that is what you say that you want, but also this demonstrates in general that you are not trusting the universe, that you are not in an empowered God state that allows you to present in a relaxed fashion. What is attractive in general, vibrationally speaking, is a person who is settled into their own energy, their own frequency. They're able to be magnetic in the sense that they're comfortable right where they are. They're comfortable in themselves. They don't need to push or pull for anything. They're confident. Confidence and the feeling of confidence, the feeling of stability, the feeling of security, the opposite of need, being able to be present, being able to be still, being able to listen. These things are very, very attractive magnetic qualities, not only to a human being, not only to a man or a potential prospect, but to the universe at large when it comes to manifesting what you want. And you see why that is. Because when I'm satisfied, I attract more to be satisfied about. When I'm happy, I attract more to be happy about. When I am confident, I attract more to be confident about. I don't need to go to the party. I am the party. Even when I'm at the party, I am still the party. I am the belle of the ball. It doesn't matter who's in the room. I'm confident. I feel good in my own skin. I don't need a man to do anything for me. I don't need a man. I don't need anything. Oh, but it's so nice when they do something for me. It's so nice when I do get treated special. It's so nice when I do receive compliments. Instead of, see, that's the energy when you are in your feminine and when you are in God's state, when you are stable in your God state and you're confident, okay, as a feminine entity, as opposed to when you're in your wounded energies and you're behaving more masculine. You're going to be picking apart yourself and you're going to be feeling uncomfortable within yourself. You're going to be picking apart the other people, so your other person, so your person, like, oh, why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he doing that? Does he like me? Doesn't And there's a sense of urgency there, and there's a sense of not being able to relax, not being able to listen, and really, really needing that validation. So most people that I see and most people that I work with are doing this in some way, shape, or form. And what this does is instead of you feeling gratitude and appreciation and love when something good does come to you, you may not even receive it at all. So this is not a receptive mode. And what is the difference? The difference really is not even what is happening around you. The difference is your own state of being, your own energy, and where you are coming from, because that is what is painting the story that you're telling, the significance of the story that you're telling. And that's what's making you feel the way that you feel about the people around you and the situation in general. There is, I don't care what it is that you think is going on that's making you feel a certain way. There is no thing or person or situation or circumstance that makes you feel a particular way. It is always your interpretation that comes from your energy that makes you feel a particular way. So, how do you drop the sense of urgency? How do you drop the instability, the back and forth, the sense of need, needing to reach out, needing to check in, needing to text, needing to somehow get him, needing to show up where he's at, needing this relationship or this person? How do you drop the need and all of the things associated with it? And how do you make this apply not only in your relationship with your person, but also with the universe at large so that you can attract your person and also whatever it is that you want from the universe at large? Okay. The most important thing, and I'm going to explain this, I'm going to say it this way. Well, the most important thing is God state, because once you're in God state, then you can apply everything else. But how do you even get into God state to begin with? What is the difference between people who get into God state and then they're able to, get into whatever state they want to, think whatever they want to, affirm whatever they want to, and manifest what they want? What gets you into that God state is your ability to calm your mind and become present. How familiar you are with the art of mindfulness, meditation, and presence. This is something that is a constant across. It doesn't matter what manifesting you're listening to, it doesn't matter like what, it doesn't matter. No matter what you're talking about when it comes to raising your vibration, making you more competent at creating your reality, at interacting with people, or just for your own well being. Presence, mindfulness, meditation, these things are really important because your vibration is what attracts, and you want to be able to make adjustments to your vibration. So that means that you have to be able to make adjustments to what is going on in your mind and what is going on in your emotions. You have to have some degree of control. Now, the better degree of control that you have, the more confident you're going to be, the better listener you're going to be, the less anxiety that you're going to have. So, everyone around you, instead of them catching on to your anxiety and your uncertainty, they're going to catch on to your magnetism. They're going to catch on to why you're feeling so attractive today. They're going to wonder why you're so calm and confident. How did you get that way? They're going to all want to be like you. They're going to all want a piece of you. So, no matter what it is that I want to teach you to do, no matter what it is that you want to learn when it comes to manifesting, if you're not in a receptive state of being that allows you to get present, you're not going to find the information applicable. Learning how to be present and learning how to be mindful and meditative, learning how to get more into your positive feels, which this is so difficult when you are not used to that at all. Like you're at this place where you're like, I don't even know like where to start. I don't even know like what that is anymore. Like, what are you even talking about? Like but this is this is what you need to do. If you're stuck in time, you get out of time by learning how to become present, making it a practice, improving your meditation and mindfulness practice. This is what allows you to detach from your wounding, from your trauma, from your old identity, and from time. So when you learn how to come out of time and become present, where the story of the past and anxiety about the future is not running you, now you can create a new identity, a new version of yourself. Now you can show up differently. Now you can identify with different stories about your reality and affirm and script whatever story that you want or visualize for a completely different life if you want to, as long as you have that ability, that space where there is some space for you to have some creative control to confidently, peacefully work within. Okay. So when you're in time, make sure that you are doing mindfulness practices, meditations, like the meditations that I have on my channel, that for instance, but anything that helps you get present is going to. Now, I'm not saying that just doing a meditation is going to work for you. Actually, I think that it's more important to come at this from different angles if you want to have a comprehensive view and experience when it comes to manifesting a person and learning what that means as far as manifesting in general when it comes to life in general. So, the way that I approach this to help you guys, quantum leap, because I think we just want to do it fast, manifesting or changing timelines, quantum leaping, timeline shifting. How do I do it fast? Continual reinforcement, meaning doing something every day repetitively as a routine when it comes to, your practice, when it comes to your mindfulness practice, when it comes to your presence practice, getting back into your positive feels, all of that stuff. You got to have support on an ongoing basis. Otherwise, you're going to fall off. You're going to stop doing what works. You're going to find yourself back in a hole. I've seen it a million times. It's going to happen unless if you do something to maintain that. Now, while you're at it, you're going to have to learn how to shift your identity. So that identity that, oh, I have such anxiety, or I feel like this, or I feel like crap, or I feel like, I'm sick now, or I don't feel like I'm beautiful, or whatever it is, whatever the identity of the person is that is behaving wounded and masculine with your person, that identity has got to go. And you simply have to learn how to feel and embody something different. The thing that you want to be, learn how to feel that, learn how to embody that. Whatever you deliberately learn how to feel and embody, that is what is going to show up in your life. And at first, this can seem difficult, but it is not. And it is also easy because compared to suffering for the rest of your life, learning how to feel different is really, really easy. And learning how to do that in a way that's fun is really, really, really easy. Okay. So I'm making this presence. Presence practices are 50% of the curriculum that I'm teaching in the super life community that I have right now. But the other part, the other 50% is changing your identity, helping you get in touch with these godlike characteristics that are fun that you can choose. Oh, it's like going to the store and picking out, you're shopping for an avatar version of yourself where you can change your characteristics, change your personality, identify with a different version of yourself who is that feminine entity that is magnetic, that is attractive, that is confident, that is peaceful, that's beautiful, that's all the things that whatever it is that you want it to do. And we talk about this every week. We talk about how to do this, but you need both parts. You need to be able to be present and learn how to calm your mind, how to control your mind, how to control your monkey brain, how to know the difference between your ego versus what is really eternally you. Okay. So that you can be behind the wheel and not your ego construct, right? So both of those things are really important. And it's the continual reinforcement that really, really does it. If you are trying to make a change just because you want someone to like you have not come out of need. You have not come into God's state. You are still a needy little fucker, and they're going to run. But when you stop and you say, you know what? I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to do it for myself because I'm a fucking badass and I am worth it and I am worth being happy. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make me happy. And I'm not even going to complain about it. Because if you're complaining about what you're doing for yourself, it's not different than someone else complaining about doing for you. So it comes down to what are you willing to do for yourself? Are you willing to, I don't know, get off your ass and run in the morning like I do? I do that for myself. Are you willing to put clothes on or put makeup on because it makes you feel better? There's no other reason. Are you willing to do it just for you? Are you willing to make sure that you surround yourself with a community that supports your goals? I don't know. Whatever you want other people to do for you, you better make sure that you're doing all that you can if you want that princess treatment, if you want that feminine princess treatment. And it's kind of like a one-to-one. It's kind of like if you're putting the effort and you're doing the shit for yourself to support that version of yourself that you believe yourself to be, you're that person. You are that person, but you have to do it for you. You have to do it because you believe in you. You have to do it because you know that you are not that needy little kitten and that you deserve a man who's a real man who will want you because you're attractive and magnetic and feminine and beautiful and freaking awesome. Okay. So I'm going to go live this week in Super Life, and I'm going to talk about the habits that I literally took up that made me shift timelines into a completely different version of myself. Because, one of the questions that I get is like, how do I get into that different version of myself and how do I stay there? And I'm really finding the whole like adding action steps and routines to be the thing that anchors it down. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how I did that. I'm going to get really specific, and I'm even going to give you really specific tips on how I created my own avatar and how I made my routine reflect that avatar that I wanted to be, and then how I jumped in and became it. So, anyways, if you're still watching this video, that means that you liked it. So, click that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, those links are going to be down below.